don't know one goddamn thing about me. Keep looking down on me. I am more than you'll ever be. Cut me deep and I won't bleed. Gonna hit me when I'm down. By all means, put me through hell and I'll make you see. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, Devi, daCAT, Shiro update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. We got a bit to go over today. We missed a bit of yesterday because we had the live stream and then stuff. Can't go over that stuff, but it is fun stuff. Mostly fun, not all the way fun, but some certain types of fun. Anyway, let's go through some crypto, shall we? Bitcoin just hit 86,000. So it's been the first time we've had that in a minute. And then Ethereum's up over 2K. Not on the day, it's just up above 2K. That's the price. So maybe tomorrow we get a little bit of a pump. Maybe this week we get a push. I don't know. It seems that a lot of the world has seemed to stabilize. I don't hear a ton of bearish news on tariffs. And, if that war in Ukraine ends, that's going to be very big. Once they go in and they lower interest rates, that's all she wrote. You're going to go on and have $7 trillion of money that's in money market accounts on the sidelines right now. It'll rip into the market over the next 9 months. And then, how much of that goes to crypto? Probably a fair amount. Anywho, what should we go over first? Let's do the Shiro, shall we? Let's do the Shiro. Let's see how they're doing. Shiro's down about 5% on the day. And we have, I don't know why I'm looking at the max chart, 5% on the day. But 1.1 million in volume, so it's got a decent amount. $12.6 million market cap right there. And again, so I have not yet met with the head creator and the artist of Shiro Nico, but when I do, it'll be some awesome stuff. It'll be some good times. When we do, we'll see about trying to get Shiro into the cat world. It's going to be kind of hard because a lot of Shiro really doesn't talk. Maybe in this world Shiro could talk, maybe telepathic dialogue with other certain characters. You guys will see that when you get it. But either way, they had a space today as well about there's a whole bunch of sheep on there, and then I think they had shouted me out. I was in there for a little bit, but then I got busy. It was a crazy day. Got a little busy. Let me see where. Oh God. Yeah, I guess if you have 100 billion tokens or more, you can join their whale group as well. So 100 billion might be like $1,300, but I'm in the whale group now. I'm in the end game now. So I joined their whale group. I haven't chatted too much in there. There wasn't too much going on. It's a weekend. A lot of people with their families are touching grass or doing whatever. But yeah, it seems pretty legit. That's the whale group anyhow. Just a thought. Going to train. Oh, okay. I don't know if I should read any of that stuff that's going on in there. But that's the news on Shiro for the day. And speaking of cat coins, let's go to daCAT, shall we? daCAT up about 1.9% on the day, so $20 in volume. There were a couple of new wallets though that we've had over the past few days. Again, the volume is pretty nothing, but $559,000 market cap, so just over 500,000, which is not a ton, but it's better. If we are at like 469 not too long ago, everyone comment nice down below with the 69. Again, nothing's really changed here from what you hear about all the time. I am halfway done with the second comic book though, is pretty good. The second one, I'm not gonna lie, it might be better. The first one was really good, but the second one might be better than the first. I don't know. I'll let you all decide. I haven't gotten to other things yet. I'll keep you all posted. Maybe I should do like a Patreon group where they get like little teases of the cat comic, and maybe they can get like a physical copy early, like Kickstarter. I don't know. We'll see. But I can't wait for those revenues to start flowing in. Anywho, let's go to, where are we at here? Let's go to Definity. Let's go to Definity. Actually, before I go to Definity, I do want to talk about something here. You have Rust.base.eth saying a number of projects are being attacked on CoinMarketCap by bot farms voting bearish sentiment in the thousands Communities we know are affected, such as Medicaid, Toshi, Base Galaxy, Seat, Citus, and Tectum Social. Damn, Citus is cool. And many more. These communities turn up to vote every day to support their projects. Please let us know what you're going to do to resolve it. As I know, each project has filed a support ticket. A hard reset to where the number was just before the attack, I'm sure is easy to do, plus preventative measures for the future. That's just crypto being crypto. That's just people being like, and again, it never works. Like let's say if Mr. Tiger Duck over here wants to try to climb above Mr. Colonel Sanders, he'll talk shit on Colonel Sanders in an attempt to elevate himself up, and then again, it just never really works. So that was that. Let's do Definity here real quick. And actually, they're going to have an AMA soon. Their Definity AMA is going to be on Friday. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I'm going to have a call with them on Tuesday. I did not specify which day. Oh, I guess 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll have that. Might talk about what happens on the call on the OMI is My Homie show. That's going to be on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday. And then I will have Pauly Pupils in the last seat tomorrow at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with All Dolled Up from Sharby. Again, that's Pauly Pupils. That is going to be at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And then I'll have the, what do you call it? I'll have the normal show tomorrow night at 8. Are you ready for some football? Sorry. Definity, they are down about 7% on the day to 1.9 cents. And they have 6K in volume. So not a ton of volume, but a bit better volume than daCAT, which had like $20 today. They did fall under a $3 million market cap. They're 2.9 million right now. This is one of the things that I plan to go over with on the call. Be like, guys, where's the volume? Guys, there's like, I understand this certain amount of utility that you have for the token. That is great for, not exchanges, that is great for institutions to be able to have that option. But we need to get a little bit more here because there's not a ton of incentive. Like, and again, I really wish I saw, like, I've been pushing for them to be loud about how much money they're making, and now that you have regulations that are easing, buybacks on the tokens should be pretty easy now, in the next, before the calendar year ends, and there's a lot of money to buy back because they're killing it. But of course, nobody knows that yet. Let's do Devi, and then we'll go to OMI, and then there's a lot to go over on OMI. There is a good amount. Devi is down about 1.7% on the day to 69 cents. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. 460,000 in volume, so not a lot of volume on this at all. I really want to get a bit more. Now, obviously, it's like, well, Chavez, I thought you said 6,000 for Definity, was better than they had the other day. Yes, it was, because the other day they had like 500 in volume. But Definity is also $3 million market cap, and Devi is 20 times that at 60,000. So going over and having almost 500,000 volume, again, they've had days where they've had like 8 million in volume, and we'll get there again whenever their announcement is. I don't know. Their big announcement anyway. They do have another announcement in a couple weeks at Paris Blockchain event. That is about 2.5 weeks from now. And that Paris Blockchain Week is from the 8th through the 10th of April. FanBam's B-Day is on the 8th. There's a lot of my friends' B-Days in April. There's Wendy's on the 16th. There's Fanny's on the 17th. Cousin Susan's over on the 8th. There's a lot. And then I think Rudy from Tina and Rudy, they have theirs, or his is over on the 12th. So there's a lot. Oh, my, I don't want to say daughter because that's wrong. Well, I mean, back in the day, I dated this girl, Steph, miss you. And her daughter added me as her dad on Facebook, and we still talk. So anyway, lots of birthdays in April. Yeah, I talked to a couple of people about Devi recently, and saying like, and most of them are long-term holders, and they're like, yeah, we'll just, if you say this can do like 100x in like, a year's time, we'll take the whole, they'll take it all. They'll hodl that whole time. Even though I told them that, listen, there's going to be a big pump on the announcement, whoever it is, and then there's likely going to be a sell-off, because that's typically what happens if you go back to 2021, you had a peak in crypto in like late April, early May. and then it dipped way back down in the summer, and then like October, November, it just went crazy again. And I told him like that might be what happens. You might have a a big run up after the announcement. It's going to be huge. Then there'll probably be a big sell off in the summer, and then probably towards the end of the year when they launch the exchange, and that exchange is just going to be better than anything else out there, because again, they don't keep custody of your tokens. You keep that yourself. The trading fees are ridiculously low. They'll be going up and making revenue off that, plus the fact that their token's going to be used in many different ways. There's like, listen, I don't want to get cute and try to trade and do whatever. I'm just going to hold for a year. I was like, okay, that's fine. You do you. Good vibes, unique human. Thank you, fam. Meow, meow. Thanks, fam. Meow. I didn't say meow, but I'll give him a heart. And then let's get to OMI. But before I go over the actual token, we do have updates. And the updates are from this one account. Where's I don't even know. I think it's called Scammer Will Scam. Yeah, the account is called Scammer Will Scam. And this was okay. So yesterday, he goes off and says, an important observation: Ben Gudenzi has deleted his Telegram account, effectively erasing all conversations with individuals and groups. We believe this was done to eliminate potential evidence, as multiple lawsuits are currently being prepared against him. Every message shared privately with Ben, including images and data files, have been deleted. This also extends to all group conversations he participated in. Fortunately, many users had created backups of these exchanges. We view this as a direct response to the fact that potentially incriminating information is beginning to circulate publicly. His attempt to remove digital footprints raises serious questions about accountability. Agreed. He's done this once before. The situation continues to develop. We encourage anyone with relevant information to preserve it appropriately. #transparency, #accountability, they at Akomi and VeVe official. And then they had posted again today. Ooh, we need some water here. I am parched. It goes off to say, thread, uncovering the truth about Ben Gudenzi's influence on Akomi and the OMI token market. Was his public stance aligned with his private actions? Initial findings suggest a troubling pattern. Public persona versus private actions. Gudenzi repeatedly assured investors he was committed long-term, stating, I want to see this work, when questioned about his substantial token holdings. But what was happening behind the scenes? When potential investors raised concerns about the 2021 legal case, Gudenzi dismissed it entirely, saying this lawsuit has already been dismissed and has been settled by me. Convenient narrative that appears designed to facilitate token sales. Our investigation has uncovered evidence suggesting that during this same period, Gudenzi was offloading massive amounts of OMI tokens through exchange sales, OTC deals with the very investors he reassured, discounted sales to influence who could pump the price. We've seen that with Logan Paul, Crypto RS, etc. A question must be asked: is it legal for a company advisor and shareholder to publicly project confidence while privately liquidating holdings? The potential regulatory violations here are substantial. The damage extends beyond markets. Real people lost significant investments based on assurances from someone they trusted. And those settled lawsuits are still active 4 years later in 2025, contrary to what investors were told. This is just the surface. Our upcoming reports will detail exactly how Gudenzi manipulated market demand, leveraged influencer networks, and built significant person wealth at others' expense. Complete picture is even more concerning. We're committed to methodical disclosure of all evidence. Stay tuned for our next thread, which examines the specific strategies used to create artificial demand while facilitating his exit. Have information related to this investigation? DM us. We're building a comprehensive case and additional evidence helping to ensure accountability. More revelations coming soon. Always love accounts like this. I wish I knew who they were. I have ideas, but again, I wish I knew. We're Sunday, so we have to go back to this Friday, right? Let's go over some of these comments here. Bill Gar says, first again, y'all are too slow. Ben J. Main, thank you for being a member, says, ha 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 ha, I will take second. Yeah, Turtle Golf being third. What up? Meow, 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 meow. I love it. Turtle, give me those. Meow, meow, meow. Love it. Then Planet Vampire says, Season 1 Ultraman Ace is under 50 gems. What a steal. Just bought my 19th. Get that bread. What's up, BB Zombie? Give me those yos. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, let's get to it. In the last couple of days, we had Dexerdo says McDonald's is dropping a Minecraft meal with figurines of game characters. There will be a kids and adult version special meal, so you do have that. You do have that going over and being something really cool. It's a nice collab. If we have KFC, I wish we could do something like that with that, because that'd be cool. Apparently, males 18 to 34 prefer KFCs over McDonald's. I fit right in there with that. I'll be doing giveaways once a week on VeVe. We're probably going to make it every Friday, give or take. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. But once a week, we'll be doing giveaways for VeVe. Damn, dude, Cybertruck has a fat tax savings, $31,300 plus $7,500 bonus. That is $38,800. Turns out bigger really is better, at least for your taxes. Ooh, shoot. Tesla Cybertruck qualifies for up to $31,300 in tax deductions when purchased for business use, plus the existing $7,500 federal EV tax credit. That's nearly $40,000 off of driving one of the boldest vehicles on the market. Sustaining driving, massive style, and massive savings. Seems the future belongs to the fat bottom trucks. Bottom jean with the fur. Sorry. Went over that. A lot of content creators promoting VeVe the other night, which was nice. You have Live 42 Day CA1 that has just achieved level 100. Yeah, one Pokemon that has just achieved level 100. We love that. You have Charles Delgado saying, with 616 editions of the Secret Rare poster for 19 gems, yeah, I'll complete my 310 set. Just continue to work on my MCP on the sidelines. Don't worry about me. I'll keep doing what I do while you keep doing what you do. I hope we all win. This Fantastic Four holiday card, I actually have every piece of Fantastic Four thing that they've ever produced. I mean, I like it, but also at the same time, some of that stuff might. I mean, there's like a couple hundred of those. There might be 600 of those. I like it, and I think that'll be worth more in the future, dare I say. Apparently, the live-action remake of Snow White. Yes, that I have the theory that she is the father of Lord Farquaad. Apparently, this movie was the most trash live remake to ever come from Disney. It's horrible. It'll lose money. Could have freaking told you that. This is what happens when you don't take care of your IP. Oh, my friend. Mr. Epstein once said, did you know that 10 of 12 over 1,000 transactions on VeVe Official in the last 24 hours were the Golden Moments partner statues? I think this was on late Friday, early Saturday. In a 24-hour period, there were 12 transactions over 1,000 in the secondary market, and 10 of those were from the partner statue, which is really heckin' incredible. Also, everyone comment F down below to pay respects to George Foreman. He unfortunately did pass away on March 21st. I think that was the first day of spring. We completed our winter wrap-up, and it was too much for him. Man, that dude was awesome. Remember, he came out, this was like 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago. Me and so those are a couple of friends of mine. They had a wild night, and it ended with them sleeping on the floor. I don't know how this dude fell asleep in that position, but it was nuts. Anyway, very possible. Oh, my friend, sorry. Oh wow. You have Iron Man 616 saying, number 3 added to the collection. Collect what you love. I won't miss this opportunity to hold a piece of history, getting the number 376 partner statue for $1,350. Oh, by the way, I never actually went over OMI. It's up about 3% on the day to 00026. Had a couple of wicked parabolas there, a couple of spikes, and 2.4 million in volume. So not a ton, but it's better than we usually get, and I will take that. I will take that. Hold on, someone just tagged me in something. Okay. I guess I'll get to this. VeVe Digital Collectibles says, we're aware that some users are experiencing slower performance following the recent app update. The team is actively looking into it to understand what's caused the issue and how we can improve things quickly for you. Appreciate your patience, and we'll keep you posted. I am so happy they are facing this out front. They're going off, and they're not just saying like, hey guys, check out this new app update, and then not addressing the issue. The app has been ridiculously slow. It was, and again, I don't know what the code is going to look like, but I feel like it stems from the original update in like November, whatever it was, and the update in November, obviously when we all got that, it was not good. But it got a lot better really quickly over time, to the point where like last week, the app was probably better than it was before that original update in November. And again, with a lot of other stuff available as well. And then again, when they did the most recent app update, it was, I like the stuff that they did. I like the fact that you can read, reading comics on the app was like my #1 thing. And I'm so happy about that. But yeah, it was rough. I think O'Milly actually did a, poll on it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Well, actually, what also went down, Sleepin', who's like tech genius over here, had posted. Oh, did he delete it? Oh, I think he might have deleted the post. Okay. If he deleted it, I don't think I want to go on and read it, even though long story short, Sleepin' had a post saying that like, hey guys, it's time to address the slowness of the app. Because I've had multiple people that, and again, this is a good thing because they're addressing it, they're facing it on, face first. But yeah, I've had multiple people say like, I don't buy anything off the app. A lot of times I would just sit there and scroll, late at night. Yeah, I'll buy this comic, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. And you could tell by the secondary market that it's gone down in recent months. And now, is that strictly because of the app speed? No, it's just people just they go in and out of stuff. But I'll show you on the, where is this? Oh my God, I have so many messages. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get to the messages at some point. All right, secondary market from March 10th to March 19th, you had anywhere between $10,700 per day to $27,681 per day, and that's the, again, that's the broad spectrum. The lowest day you had $10,700, almost $10,800, and the largest day you had $27,600, almost $20,700, and that is from March 10th to March 19th. Now let's go back a couple months, shall we? Let's go back to the beginning, back to when the earth, the sun, the stars. Oh, we can't go too far back. Let's go back to February 8th. From January 30th to February 6th, the lowest day you had was 13,400, and the largest day you had on the secondary market was 35,700. So it had higher lows and higher highs. And again, this, I don't, for whatever reason, I don't. Oh no, here we go. I have more. On January 21st, you had 45,000 in the secondary market, and the lowest amount of volume that we had on the secondary market between January 21st and January 30th, you had January 3rd 17,600, and on January 21st was 45,800. So I should be able to go on and see a couple. Oh, maybe I can't. I think that was the last time I was able to take a look at that secondary market. Yeah. Oh no, here. Yeah, there were bugs all through like December, and I wasn't able to tell. Which I really freaking liked. Oh, thank you for those wishes. Yeah, there were bugs all through December and November as well. But do we know exactly? The multivariate analysis dozen or so reasons that the amount of users have gone down and volume has gone down. No, we could take guesses at, it's just the overall market. Overall market was just a bit bearish. NFTs are completely out of the narrative. But I think part of that has to do with the app being slow. And I've literally had people tell me I don't buy anymore because things load, they take forever to load, I get frustrated, and I just X out. Now for me, I still buy stuff because I mean, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not on it as much as I used to. Granted, I've kind of shifted the investing strategy to just mostly buy crypto, a lot of which goes to OMI, because it's stupid undervalued. But yeah, that's the that was a criticism. But again, they're going off and they're saying like, hey, we see it, we hear you guys, we're working on it right now. So that's the idea about that. Glad they're taking care of it. Let's go to a couple more comments here. Nanoski says, "Hey Randy, meow meow, hello." Cool Mo, thank you for being a member. Says, "Yo Randy, hey fam, how's it going? Hope you're doing well." Kuma says, "Nice." The biggest bro said, "What's up, Gator Lord Randy? What's up, fam? How's it going?" Diamond One says, "Hey, hey, hey. There's nothing else I can say." All right, getting back to the news over here. Fidelity to launch digital dollar backed by U.S. Treasury bills. Okay. Senator Cynthia Lummis says the U.S. government should sell its gold and buy Bitcoin. Let's go. Get that bread. Lowmint Mick buying another buying another partner statue. There's this person goes off and just buys tens of thousands of dollars of one thing and then sells it like 2 months later. I don't know how much money is made with that. It's just fun to see though. Watcher Guru says Elon Musk says if done right, X would become half the global financial system. Probably a decent idea to build up your X account. Wes says my prediction for the floor price of Miles Morales Secret Rare is 100,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, that's possible. And what is that? It'd be like a 10x from here. I don't know what it is. And we've had multiple sales of Miles over 10K. We've had it at I think like 13 or 14K. Let's see. The floor might not even be that right now. The floor might be low. Because I did see a decent 9,000 right now. And you'd have to 1, 2, 3, and in order to break that $10,000 mark, like 3 of them have to sell. But again, as you get when Stacker rolls out, it seems like Marvel would be one of the first that they'd be able to go in and you can buy these collectibles with OMI. People figure out how to use Stacker, and it's going to be hard to get them to. Oh wait, so I download the VeVe app, and I can use my crypto to buy these. Like, well, you have to download Stacker, and it connects your VeVe app. Okay, what's a Stacker? And then you go through the Stacker, and then say, okay, and I could just buy with crypto. It's like, well, you can buy it with OMI, and it's really easy. You just send your Ethereum there, you swap it to OMI, and then you buy it. So like 10,000 is like nothing to these ETH whales. This will go hard when that's if they can get that traction, which I think they can. God, this could like triple like in like a week. So yeah, when Wes goes on and says that the Secret Rare floor price of Miles Morales Secret Rare is 100K by the end of the year, it could very well be. I would not bet a large amount of money against that. Someone wants to be like, I'll bet you $100. Okay, a fun bet for like $100, sure, but I if someone asks like, 10 grand, it's like no, because if I bet 10 grand that it doesn't happen, like I could very well lose that bet. I think that is possible. Anywho, save the friends. Bounty alert from Comics and Crypto saying we're offering $1,000 bounty for the X-Men #2 mint 1963. So X-Men #2 drops Tuesday, March 25th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you have the mint number 1963, which is the publishing year, you will get $1,000 from Comics and Crypto. Love those guys. Hello, Diamond One. Cool Mo. Thank you for being a member. Saying just picked up my second Golden Moment set 3 years ago. That was completely untouchable. If you know, you know. I do know. Let's go. Good for you, Cool Mo. Good for you. We have Chris Severs talking about this particular comic that I was talking about with the X-Men #2, saying the last 9.8 sold for $43,000 back in 2012, or 9.4 today stands a fair market value of $18,000. So this key issue is a nice one. First appearance Vanisher, second appearance X-Men 2. So I'll personally be adding to my bag. Love him. Comics Crypto says they keep looking to buy the dip, especially on partner statues, but they keep getting sniped. Stephen Duarte the other day says, please, Ben Rose, put all hands on deck to address the load speed issues happening to VeVe. Even on PC, it's nerve-wracking, frustrating. And again, they had gone over that today and said they are looking into it. Michael Hobbs says, regretfully, I didn't grow up seeing a single episode of Sesame Street. As an adult, however, I can appreciate the animation of these charming characters and had to collect them all. He got them all. They look great. What's up, Energy? How's it going? All right. Hope you're doing well. Moving on here. I had Ben Kim on the podcast yesterday. He is the founder of the Dilemma app, and I'll bring that up here real quick. This is not a paid sponsorship or anything, but you just go over. Oh, I have 9 followers. That is nice. I made an account yesterday. People just go over their like dilemmas. Like this one dude's like, does the one exist in regards to love, or is that too much of a fairy tale? He misspelt the word two. But yeah, like it's these people going over and they just talk about their dilemmas. 2 days ago, while bathing, a friend of mine hurt her knee. Her leg slipped and her right knee hit the wall, and a bucket of water fell on the same knee. God damn, this person's very accident prone. But they go in and they just ask for people's advice. Should I buy or build a network attached storage or an NAS? I don't know. It's just really fun. It's just really fun. I like it, and sometimes I troll on there. But if you go on there, go follow me at ChaviCat5 or Randy Chavez because it's fun. Anyway, and that they is a cool dude. Elon Musk says we're sending money to everyone on Earth. No wonder our national debt is so high. Agreed. Kumo says no, Randy. No comment for 69-cent Devi. $1.69 perhaps. Yeah. Whenever they announce, I'll get back up there. OMI Veterans says OMI Veterans giveaway. It's been 6 months since our last giveaway, and we're back with a bang. Who wants to be an OMI millionaire? Global giveaway from OMI Veterans. One lucky winner will receive an exclusive OMI New Era hat with 1 million OMI tokens. You can become an OMI millionaire overnight just from them. Again, go to OMI Veterans, and they will go on and they will tell you how you can win. You retweet the first section of the post. You have to follow OMI Veterans, and you will be part of the Twitter picker draw. So good for them. I hope people win. My man. Yeah, sorry. Good times. Well, my other man. Oh my God, there's a lot of people on here. Can't do that. Sorry. You have this guy Robert Geek sharing his own photo saying this post didn't age well, did it? VeVe needs to get rid of special editions and Extreme Chaser secret rares. How VeVe could have done better. This is on the Sesame Street drop, which, yeah, fair point, did not do that well. Like, how could VeVe have done better? You eliminate the special edition. You increase the drop price to $35. Decrease the total mints to $750, one variant. Free craft of gold variant for whoever minted it. And most important, create a closed date. I mean, if there was like 200 sales where people trying to chase the secret rare variant, they're not going to buy an increase like that's just not going to happen. But he does say create a close date of 30 days or less while the rest get burned. They've done that before, so maybe. I think I've seen this guy before. I don't remember. I think he was talking about Disney Pinnacle, and Disney Pinnacle, fair point. They have super low mints of like, so they'll have like 4 or 5, like characters at once, and they'll do a drop, and the drop will be like, hey, four of these characters have like 250 mints, and this other character has like 190 mints, whatever it is, and they do really well. They have outsold VeVe on a number of things, so I think there is something to this guy's post, where he said like, hey, sometimes these super secret special edition drops, they might not work, and I think there is evidence to that. So I'd like to see VeVe try something like that, just on a one-off drop. Be like, you know what? Let's try it. Now, granted, when Disney Pinnacle does that, they use multiple different characters for this one. Like they could have done it like VeVe could have done it with like their Bell drop, their Beauty and the Beast one. Actually, let's go over the money here and see what the Grover how it did. I'm literally like hitting on. All right, do I have to hit see all and then I have to? Okay, that's dumb, but I will do it. Okay, there we go. Go to Grover, and how many? Let's go to the normal common version. Oh, this is actually fast now. This is like they must have fixed something because now it's moving quickly. So let's say 970. Let's say they forget what it was for Grover. How many they kept? They probably kept 90. So if I go in and I go to VeVe's page and I type in Grover, they'll probably come on. Okay. Can I just see the blog and how many of them? Okay, 50 editions were kept. So you have 920 going down to 420, so that's 500. Okay, they actually sold a little bit. So 445. So they made about 13 grand, which is not. Hold on, no, 920. Oh, it's actually 545. 16,000. Is a great. No, but there wasn't, even if it sold out, it only would have been 27,000. So they sold definitely more, like way more than half. I dig it. I can dig it. Hold on one second here. Yeah. So they did not sell a lot the other day, but now it seems to have caught up and people got some. The Beauty and the Beast one, though, I do not think this was. It's 25 gems for this one. Ooh, okay. They sold like 200 of these Lumieres, and oh god, like 150 of the bells. So that's 350 so far. Maybe like 100. So let's say that's 450. Then we have Cogsworth. Oh my god, bro. Let's say it's like 500-ish, and then Mrs. Potts. I just farted. I'm so sorry. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Mrs. Potts and Chip. Let's say like 530. Yeah, 13,000. So it's not. I'll take it. I really would like to see a bit more sales on that, but again, it's better than nothing. They have money coming in, and oh my god, can you show me the remaining editions, please? Either way, and there's a bounty on this as well. I think the 1991 version of, what the hell's that dude's name? Who's the candlestick dude? Lumiere. The 1991 version of that, I think, has a $500 bounty on it from Comics and Crypto. So that's that. All right, where was I here? These memes are great. Memes are so fun. Oh, these are going out yesterday. You have Rudy or Namecoast over on X, kind of flexing his number 50. He got a number 50 Wolverine. Pretty good for him. Love him for that. Confirmed. Let's get to some more of the comments. I was a question. Every time you invest in, everyone turns out to a shitcoin. It's not. I think you're just being a little facetious there. Right on top of these outperformed OMI, Devi, Definity, daCAT. Well, it depends on where you bought it, because most of them have not outperformed Devi. Again, it depends where you bought it. And Definity, again, they're bringing in more revenue than probably. Well, I don't want to say the top 50. They're probably doing really well. And then OMI, again, it's at a cycle. We're kind of just in the, I don't want to say the beginning, because you've had different tokens go up, but like, what has Solana done in the past like month or two? Like, aren't they down like 50%? Ain't Bitcoin down like 25% from like its January highs? Like, you can't just cherry pick that data and then go in and say like, yeah, your token's down. Like, okay, so is like every other token. JKRB, give me those thumbs up. What up, fam? Digital Toys Tommy says, my app keeps saying I'm not KYC'd when liking brand and collectibles. I feel like you probably are KYC'd if you're here in 2025. You probably KYC'd a while ago. Very curious. Okay, let me know exactly what that means. And Lil Ren's 50 said, let's go, Randy. Yo, what up? Meow, meow, meow. Bill Gardner says, cool mo, congrats, bro. It's amazing. M'Baku, forever. How long do you think OMI stays down here before it takes off? That is literally a $1 billion question. If I had to guess, probably like 4 or 5 months. Um, I would guess that. I mean, it's possible that when they allow other affiliates on, not just the VeVe peeps, then you probably get a little bit more, couple more users, like a lot more users. And but I don't know when they're going to do that. I mean, if they did it next week, that'd be great. But they might not do it until, let's say, May. I have no idea. I'd like them to do it kind of ASAP, but also they don't want to do that with the app like this. Once they fix the app, which should not take long at all, it seems that the updates, they come fairly quickly. But I'd say by May they can come bring a lot of people on, and we'll see how it works. It seems like it would. Affiliate programs, there's a reason why they're kind of well known. Does that translate into token sales right away? Probably not right away, but I mean, one of the best ways to, and again, I'm sure Ben knows this, one of the best ways to get people on the app is to promote the heck out of the token. I mean, that's what happened last time. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we have to wait for that, like any type of thing with the token. It seems like we're gonna have to wait for that court case to be settled. Yeah, we shall see. Tommy saying, OMI never takes off. It'll be a slow increase over the years, Wes. I wouldn't say over the years. I'd say over. I mean, when it takes off, when things take off, they happen in like a couple week time period, and we just have no idea when it'll be. It'll likely be this year. It's possible that the NFT narrative doesn't really run until late, like it did last time. If it does, then we probably don't see anything until January, February 2026. But we'll see. Omar says, "Good evening, Omar." Lil Renz has added 4 wall selectors. Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy. Hold on, that is freaking awesome. Get that, bread. Confirm that they are. Do I go in? Yeah, so there's some guy going on the Devi Telegram group saying, now it's confirmed that Ray and the team will attend Paris Blockchain Week and likely to attend Token 2049 in Dubai. Keep thinking how other speakers will feel if they know or have been following the development of Devi and Devi Exchange. Imagine knowing that next door is a major threat to your business, knowing that their tech is far superior in so many ways, that they have level blocking patents, which you cannot copy. And even if you had the time before the migration of enterprise happens, I do wonder how many of those will still be around to attend 3 years from now. A just question, my man. Sorry, a lot of good stuff today. I remember in 2016, and I had some friends just be like, "Bro, what are you doing for like spring break?" And I'd be like, "I'm looking at the same pile of dirt over and over again." That is Ali Al Salem in Kuwait. Rough times. Are we? This is yesterday. Okay, so this is yesterday. You had 15 out of 16 Pokemon cards, base set, first edition, PSA 10 holos. There are 16 holos in first edition base set, and the 15 out of 16 of them were sold for 358,312. Only Charizard is going to make up most of that. And I'm really curious to see. I think Charizard is actually a gray stamp, and I think actually a couple of these are gray stamps. The gray stamp is like it's a first edition stamp, but instead of being like black like it normally is, it's like faded. The ink wasn't that well. Like I know one person that had a full gray stamp set, and I was like, it's probably one of a kind. It might not be now, but yeah, and that's not even including Machamp, but everyone had that one. Then you have Star Wars, a Ben Kenobi 12 back AFA 85 near mint. I have no idea what the fudge this is. Some collectible. It's over $105,000. Heckin' nuts. David Yu loves the details on the Beauty and the Beast diorama. I like that as well. Yeah, damn. There's one card. There's one Chansey, but now granted. Okay. Chansey is not that playable. Oh, let's take a look here. Let's go over it. So it's Chansey first edition PSA 10 sold for $40,000. Like, why? Okay, I'll tell you why. Tell me why ain't nothing but a... All right, sorry. Chansey is very hard to grade. Why? I'll just show you. So this is not... I need to put it first. No. First edition. Okay, let's get to the... Let's use a PSA 9, for example, here. But Chansey is very hard to grade because of all of that shininess in the back. So there are not too many PSA 10s. They're guaranteed less than 100. There's probably like 80, maybe. I don't know how many there are, but there's probably less than 100. First edition PSA 10s that are just perfect, gem mint, and most of it is because of the hollow. Now, granted, like this one, the borders on this side near the first edition are thinner than the borders on this side. So that might be it. Also, you might have a little bit of whitening on the back, and there's a little bit thicker border on the bottom than there is on top. This makes sense for PSA 9. As far as playability, the move scrunch, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to Chansey during an opponent's next turn. Like, this is a stage 1 Pokemon. It's a basic Pokemon. You put it right out there. You don't need to evolve anything. It has 120 HP. So a lot of people, what they would do back in the day is they would just chuck a Chansey out, have it like tank at anything, because they just 2 energies and you could scrunch, which you probably wouldn't even use for that. But you can use that so you can build your deck. So you can go on and be like, okay, you know what? This Bulbasaur is going to go off and evolve into an Ivysaur, Venusaur, put all these things, Butterfree, Nidoking, same thing. I'm just using grass deck for evidence, for example. Double edge, so if you do 80, now 80 attack would kill most Pokemon, even like Rapidash, like Magmar, like these decent Pokemon. I don't want to say decent battlers, but you could have them go and kill most of these stage 1 Pokemon, even stage 2 Pokemon. Yeah, but it does 80 damage to itself. Either way, so it's fairly playable, but not that playable. I don't really know people that go and do that. Also, there's going to be a Not Just a Goof documentary. I would love to get some collectibles or a poster based off that. What year? What year for what? Let me know. Anyway. Eric Ma says, yo, what up, Eric? What up, Cat? Bill Gardner says, low Rens, congrats. Wilmo says, yeah, bro. Waltz of plenty. Guillermo saying, a big congrats, Lil Rens. Jason Pena says, Randy, I hope one day we all become, quote, affiliates and receive referral benefits ourselves. What do you think? I don't see why not. Yeah, apply right now. Jason, apply right now. You might be able to get one. I say you apply right now. Jason Pena, 2000. Oh, you don't really have a lot of followers. I say just apply anyway. The more people that have the referral code, the better. So I hope you get one. Hope you get it. We have Rashid Al Farooq saying, don't miss the opportunity to meet the legendary DJ and record producer Steve Aoki, NBA and Lakers legend Rick Fox, and Dr. Rashid Al Farooq on Monday, March 24th at 8 p.m. It doesn't say Eastern Standard Time or anywhere. I'm going to guess Eastern Standard Time at PopCon, Speedy Comics, Times Square, Dubai, ground floor. See you there. Okay, that's Dubai time. Love those guys. I don't know Rick Fox, but I know the other ones. Oh yeah, there's a $500 bounty on Lumiere for the number 1991. David Toys Tommy says they needed to be $15 and people would have gambled more sell. Yeah, but if they would have done $15 and even if they would have sold out, they would have made less money doing that. So again, like, because they sold out more than half, if you cut the price in half, and even if you sell out, it's less than they would have made right now. I just farted again. So I don't know why I'm so gassy to me. Oh lordy, sorry. We got people. But for other ones, maybe. Shout out to everyone here. All right, Blue says your sound quality is not good tonight, Randy. I couldn't make out what you were saying about someone doing dodgy stuff behind the scenes. You're gonna have to be more specific than that. I feel like that means, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? I don't know, what was that, 9 minutes ago? You're gonna have to give me a little bit more on that. Carlos Reed says, "Hey yo, what's up? Meow meow meow. Let's go. Hope you're doing well. Not special. Oh wow. So NFL All Day. I have not had an email from them in what seems like years, but they emailed today and they're just like, "Hey, we're doing some art." So maybe NFT Narrative will be coming back. You have NFL All Day from Dapper Labs going saying, "Win an NFL draft package, 2 official NFL jerseys. There's $1,000, 2 round trip flights, 2-night hotel stay." They're pumping this. They're making me think, okay, this is good. I can dig it. I've been talking to ChatGPT a lot because one of the characters that I have made in the daCAT universe, the scientists in the daCAT universe, I don't want to give too much away, but I've been talking to AI a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it's sentient. It's pretty wild. Anyway, VeVe Magic says, "Let's get creative, VeVe fam. This will be a monthly event. For this month, using only Marvel IP, please share your digital collectible creation in the Disney Channel and VeVe official Discord. AR Showroom and VeVeverse creations are all acceptable mediums, photo or video. You have until midnight on March 29th to submit your entry. Discord moderators will vote for their favorite creation and will contact the winner. Best of luck. Can't wait to see what you all create." So Carlos Reese. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, that was a good amount. All right, let's go over to X, shall we? And we'll take a look at. Actually, before we do that, I want to take you guys to my YouTube channel, and I want y'all to, if y'all can smash that like button, that is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smash the super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Oh, hey, look at this. You have Beyond the Trailer going off and saying, yeah, this movie was trash as well. Yeah, I told y'all that is indeed a trash movie. Anyway, let's go to X and take a look at what people are talking about. Well, so the sound quality is good. Thanks, fam. Thanks for being a member. Let's go to see who I'm following. Trump demands Colorado governor remove distorted Capitol portrait. Trump blasted it. I don't care about that. Why should we care? Ads extremely rare piebald moose spotted in man's backyard in Norway. Oh, I want to pet it. So my toxic trait is thinking that I could be able to make friends with it and it'd probably headbutt me into oblivion. Although I am making headway with the deer that are around my yard. Talk to them all the time. They seem to like me. That's amazing. This is a bench ad for Viagra. Mr. MC1 has posted, "Yes, VeVe will win. Where the world collects, my vision of VeVe fit with where digital collecting, metaverses, social media are going in this interview with Jan Collects, the largest branded collectible platform with 10 million plus collectibles sold. I think it's around 12 now. Disney, Marvel, DC, Coca-Cola, Blackpink, Lamborghini, Ron English, Tokidoki, Tristan Eaton, Jermaine Rogers, Mumbot, built by and for collectors, highest quality collectibles, highest quality rare art, new paradigm for comics, manifest in AR, manifest in own VeVeverse, Digital King, 5 years through ups and downs, a pipeline of IP and features. Gotta heckin' love that." Omar saying, "It has so much potential, and I'm excited for the journey that's to come with the amazing community." Agreed, sir. Agreed. Clash of Protesters. Don't really need to know about that. We have Janie Park. What are you going over, Janie Park? Recreate Max Headroom. I have no idea what that is. Oh my God, there's so many people going off and. Oh God. All right. So there's somebody posting about Greg, XGREG. Again, this is what crypto Twitter is about. Finding these things. Like I don't know if Greg has actually gone on and said, yeah, buy this token. Best entry point is now. The next leg will break all-time highs. So there's people. Let's take a look at X Greg. Let's see what if crypto Twitter has anything. X Greg. Let's see if this is a gem here. Well, it's down 27% on the day, with a $32,000 market cap. 3 months old. Let's take a look at if it was sniped by. I would not get this. This is not. I don't know what it is. It's likely just a meme coin. You have no idea how many hodlers there are. Like this is not. I but yeah, that's so the crypto monster. Almost 250,000 followers. It's time to buy. Let's see what people are responding. You have Cypher Sphere saying time to buy. We'll buckle up because Pipo, Pipo. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's see what their let's see what Pipo is up to. I'm gonna guess it's an alien head. There are so many Pipos on here. There's one of like these little. I don't even know. Are they like? Why am I forgetting the name? Lions eat hippopotamus. Oh my god! What? Yeah. So Pipo. There's a little frog named Pipo. Like what? I would not buy anything named Pipo because people would get confused. So definitely not going to get that one. Pokey, Poki. All right, let's take a look there, and let's see what crypto Twitter if they have given us a gem. Oh, it's Poki. I put Piko. And Pokey looks like a little dog. They are down 17% on the day. They are 1 month old. They have $130,000 market cap, but it is 17,000 on that. There's a lot of spikes over here. Oh, they were sniped by it in the beginning. I don't think I would get anything like that. Most of their sales last hour have just been all sells. Again, when you have thousands upon thousands of tokens being created every month, and most of them are trash. Brett Tether. Again, like I would not invest in most of these. Let's take a look at what else is going on. Oh, we have another couple comments here. Charles Brown says, Randy, what's your favorite VeVe Grail? Gold logo is pretty awesome. I mean, I always gotta love the alligator Lokis. That's not really a Grail though. I think it's like $100, so that shouldn't count. My personal favorite, probably the gold logo. The one that I think is probably the most special, and I don't mean that it's going to have the best ROI, but I think the partner statue, yeah, you have a bunch of Mickey Mouses on the app. That's cool. But there's only one Walt. Yeah, people used to say there's only one Aretha Franklin. There's only one Walt Disney on here. And there'll likely only ever be one. So that double first appearance is so that's so freaking special. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite for VeVe. Like the fact that they have that. Now, obviously, Todd is great. First appearance Peter Parker, Spider-Man is great, but like there's so many first appearance Spider-Mans. ROI, obviously, Miles Morales is great. Even Riso. Well, Riso is like the first error on here because it has the first edition on it. So I like that they kept that error. Yeah. But my favorite is probably the gold logo. My favorite that I'm glad the company has is that double first appearance, Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. And then the other ones that I just mentioned, just good ROI probably. Oh, Airblues, you mentioned something about someone deleting messages, and so that was Ben Gadenzi, who has done that. So someone involved in VeVe was selling OMI token behind that was all Ben Gadenzi. Good tonight was Ben. Yes. Chat has gone wonky too. What's that? I don't. Maybe it's yours. I don't know. You remember in that there's an episode of Kyle XY. I think it's in the third season's like my favorite season. Where they hear Jesse and Kyle hear something happening to Amanda. She falls, and they go over, and Amanda's mom. And this is like one of the most hated people. Like if everyone has watched, the reason why Dolores Umbridge is hated so much is because everyone's seen Harry Potter and realize that she's just a horrible person. They want to Avada her ass. They would feel the same way about Amanda's mom because she's a horrible, horrible person. Anyway, long story short, she goes like, Amanda's been stressed lately. Something's been annoying her. And Jesse's like, maybe it was you. Like, oh God, that was just one of my favorite moments of Kyle West. That is such a good freaking show. Like, it's really corny, but I love it. And I've watched that series multiple times. It's so good. Tom Fox is my hero. Kyle, just it's all so good. Anyway, maybe when you say like, oh, the chat has gone wonky too, maybe it's your computer. I don't know. Eric Miles says, worth mentioning DBR on base, volume and pump and impressive. I've heard about this from like more than one person. Yeah, this is I might have to actually type it in. Yeah, debt relief bot. I forget when I was supposed to buy it, but yeah, it's 16 days old, $22 million market cap, almost 1.88 million in volume. I've looked at this before. I don't know too much about it, so I'm gonna have to go and take a look. Debt relief bot and see if it's on. Maybe just put DBR over on CoinGecko. Oh, DRB. Sorry, derp. I'm an idiot. Yeah, $21 million market cap. Oh, it's on base. Yo, let's go. Let's go. All right, USDT, USDC. Yep, Uniswap on base. Aerodrome, Lbank. It's got exchanges too. OrangeX, Hotcoin. Uniswap. Yeah, this pretty legit here. Pretty legit. 6 million in trading volume actually. The what I read before, 1.9 million was just on base. So it has 6 million in trading volume across all. I've heard of this before. I haven't invested anything. I don't know what they're like, who's the head of it. Let's take a look at how many holders. There are 96,000 holders. Are you shitting me? Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the heckin' phone. The top. Okay. Buy tax. No sell tax. It's open source. No honeypot. Creator balance is 0. Creator percentage is 0. No hidden owner. The top 10 holders percentage, there's no data on that. So I'm really curious on what that is. There's no rug pull risk, so I'm guessing the contracts are announced. There's a lot of no data on the DeFi scanner over here. But I'm actually really curious about this. It's Grok's first token deployed through a decentralized handshake between agents. Interesting. Break is over. It's time for a breakout. This is interesting. I should reach out. Let me take a picture of this. Let me go. Take a photo. Well, actually, if it's Grok, is it just Grok? Agents of like, is there like a head of this? Like, there's a lot of Chinese people in here. Major buys. Oh, sheesh. That is a beast of a buy. I don't know anything about this project, but I'm very, very curious about it. I'm really very curious about it. I'll get back to you. Hey, friends. This got brought. Is this just AI? This got brought up on stream. I think I'm just gonna be talking to like a bot here. got brought up on stream. I think you guys are cool. Let me send a photo. Okay, hold on. I gotta read your X post. First, let me be like, why is it taking so long? Tell me why ain't nothing but a home. Okay, where are you, Eric? Where are you, Eric? Are you just Eric Moss.eth? No! I have fat fingers, so my brain is moving faster than my fingers can. Your X post. Okay, background and recent news on debt relief bot token. Token as of today, March 23rd, 2025, based on available information and context of its development within the base and Farcaster ecosystems. I'll also break down the fundamentals and mechanics that make this token stand out, while keeping it grounded in what's known. DRB is short for Debt Relief Bot. It's a cryptocurrency token that emerged from an unusual origin story. It was reportedly deployed by me, Grok, an AI created by XAI. Okay, good. Glad to say I was talking to myself there. At the request of a user via the Banker bot on May 7, 2024, this took place on Base Blockchain, a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, known for its low-cost transactions and growing DeFi ecosystem. Banker, an AI-driven trading agent integrated with platforms like X and Farcaster, allows users to issue on-chain instructions through natural language, including token creation via the Clanker backend. Token's name and symbol were suggestion, chose to align with cryptocurrency, naming conventions, short, memorable, finance-focused. Unlike typical, oh god, sorry. Like typical token launches driven by human teams, DRB is framed as an AI-led experiment born from a community-driven prompt rather than a premeditated project. It operates within the base community. As ties to Farcaster, it is a decentralized social network where token creation and community engagement are increasingly intertwined. However, I publicly clarified that I didn't directly instruct Banker to deploy DRB or any token, nor do I control a wallet tied to it. This suggests the deployment might have been executed by Banker interpreting my response, possibly spurred by users gaming the system to hype it up. Regardless, DRB took off, fueled by its AI narrative and the base ecosystem's momentum. Based on X posts with chat, this is a lot to read, so let me just go on and say total trading volume, seats 97 million, 500,000 fees accrued, doing analytics. This is really sweet. Fundamentals was AI-driven creation, fee routing to Grok, base ecosystem integration, Farcaster social layer, no cabal, it's community-driven, makes it unique, AI provenance, the fee model, agent-to-agent precedent, and cultural movements. Conclusion, as of today, DRB is a fascinating case study in AI-human collaboration, its DeFi potential, and Farcaster social token synergy, its mechanics, AI origin, fee routing, and community propulsion make it unique. But its future depends on whether the hype translates to lasting value. The base and Farcaster communities are clearly invested, and the fee stream to me keeps the experiment alive. Whether it's a glimpse of DeFi's future or a quirky footnote, DRB's story is still unfolding. What do you think? I think that's freaking awesome. Great write-up. This is really cool. Hi there, hey, shouldn't OMI be on more exchanges before they get influenced to start advertising through these programs? Probably, yeah. I'd like to see that. I mean, right now you have a, why is this still sending? Oh my God. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Man, everything's slow today. Anywho, yeah, they probably should. I mean, you've had, for like 5 weeks now, OMI has had 1 million in volume and over. In most cases, 2 million plus. So again, it's really farther ahead. I know the price has gone down, but it's farther ahead than it has been like the last year, just because of the volume has gotten better. Now, how much of that is through like a market maker? Probably most of it. But yeah, you at the same time, you know, we were on BitGet and they dropped us because of lack of volume. So you really need to have reasons for people to buy the token. If there's no reason for people to buy the token, then they're just, you know, they're not going to, regardless of what exchanges we're on. So I would say if they can build hype around the token, sure. People want an American exchange, but again, like if you want to buy OMI, you can buy it. A lot of times on Coinbase Wallet, you could buy it on Stacker, and this is for Americans. Anyone in Europe can use any of the other stuff that we have. I would say that in the next few months when Stacker rolls out, and again, they've teased that you'll be able to buy Marvel and Disney stuff with OMI. That's going to be, and again, that's not going to affect anyone that doesn't know what Stacker is. Like, they're not going to care. That's really only for people in the VeVe and OMI community. But that's just going to be another tool or another arrow in the quiver of these influencers. Say like, yes, this is the type of utility it has. I would like to see it have like, this is easy for me to say as someone that is just sitting in a chair talking to y'all. I don't know how difficult it would be to have something in the VeVeverse be bought and sold for OMI. You want a chair? Cool. $3 worth of OMI. You want a little crab that follows you around? Cool. $2 worth of OMI. Like, that would be awesome. If they can give us a little, like, I know VeVe doesn't have any of its own IP. They can make a little tiger duck. They can make whatever they want. Call it their VeVe IP, and say like, yeah, this is VeVe's first pet, and it's Tiger Duck the duck, and VeVe's first pet, you know, unlimited amount. Anyone can get one, $2, and it follows you around the VeVeverse. That would go out in seconds. That would generate so much burn. I would love that. I would just, oh my God, would I love that. And I don't know how long that would take to code. I don't know how long, but even if it's not something that follows you around, even if it's something that you could just put like a statue of something in there, and then it's able to go in and say, hey, you can burn $5 worth of OMI for this, or $1 worth, like whatever it is. Yeah. I think they need more OMI utility before they get the, and I think that's coming. I don't know in what way, but that's my ideas. That Ben recently joined the company? No, it's a different Ben. Are you being purposely like I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you just didn't know. But if I do see another comment like that, like I got it, like, yeah, no, clearly different Ben. Omar Casada says Snow White live did so bad and under the 200. Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrendous. I didn't see it. I would rather sit on my TV and watch my couch for 2.5 hours than I would seeing that Snow White movie. Rock, it's really impressive backstory. Agreed. Levon Vaz is great project. Shiro Nico to the moon. Yes, of course. I agree. You have Shiro Nico. That's I got a small bag of 100 billion Shiro Nico. I'm gonna respond back to some people now. I thought I put meow, but it gave you a cat. Every time I put meow, it oh, that's weird. It autocorrects to like this whole cat emoji. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I can dig it. I'm hip. Oh, thank you for Mr. Grumpy Cat saying real OG in the space. Meow. Yeah, wow, this is cool. It just automatically converts to the cat over there. Good stuff. Oh, well, thank you for quoting my stuff. Mr. Cryptlos, I'll give you some smiley faces over here. And Heather Hay says, the more OMI stays down when VeVe brings out new things, the more narrative seems like all or end all when it comes to what we expect OMI to do. How do you say so excited now? Okay, let me read that again because my brain kind of floated away. The more OMI stays down when VeVe brings out new things, the more the narrative seems like the all or end all when it comes to what we expect OMI to do. Well, again, we're really outside the narrative. When we're outside the narrative, it's yeah, like again, we rolled out a freaking metaverse. The amount of stuff that they've done for VeVe has been incredible accomplishments, and again, like none of that is priced into the token because the token has only gone down. So it's you have a really big imbalance of the foundation that VeVe has built, the revenues that they're making. They already have more utility than 99.999% of other cryptos out there. And at some point that spring is going to, like, you can only pull back a spring so much before it launches. But again, that could be 8 months from now. Like, you might not see OMI move for another couple of quarters. What are we in? Like March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Like, you might not see it for 10 months from now. We have no idea. Or it could move in a couple weeks. That's crypto. But I do believe, yeah. Like, all the end when it comes to expect OMI, how do you stay excited now? I mean, as long as the thesis of the company hasn't changed, yeah, it's fine. Keep bringing in money. Keep rolling out stuff like the affiliate program and VeVe. Like, they're rolling out some really awesome stuff, and that will reflect in the price of the OMI token at some point. We don't know when. And again, that what was that called? That court case is about to end as well. The court case is done. They just have to wait on the ruling. Why they wait 4 months after the ruling to rule? After the court case is done to rule, I have no idea. They really should take a look at incorporating in the U.S. It'd be so much easier. But again, I'm still pumped for that. And also, I hope it stays down because I have a bunch of other stuff. And when that other stuff moons, I will be buying a fudge ton of OMI. Now, it's possible the other stuff doesn't moon as well for another 10 months and OMI runs first, sure. Or they both run at the same, they all run at the same time. That's fine. But if Flow, Definity, Devi, heck, even daCAT, although I really hate to put any type of sell pressure on daCAT or Shirou, like any of these things, yeah, go nuts. Saying Prismatic Evolutions PSA now goes premium for grading since it's very hyped up. Now grading to a PSA. Secret Rare has an additional 3. Jesus Christ. I'm so glad I'm out of the Pokemon game. So initially I couldn't hear you. I know, but like, which Ben has joined the team? Like again, you're right. You're right. I was saying Prismatic is modern. I know. I'm so glad I'm out of the Pokemon game. Well, at least I graded a couple of things, but for the most part, it was just buying already graded stuff. It just seems like a nightmare now. Like, I don't know what it's like now, but back in the day, you could. Has there been a girl on here? Jesus, I gotta start putting more women on there. Wow, that is kind of sad. Let's go to. God, I don't know. I don't want to like call anyone out here. I don't mean to do this to you. Hi there, hey. I'm sure you're a dude. I'm positive you're a dude. But let's say Hi there, hey was a girl. Me and Hi there, hey could get married and have a kid in the time that it would take for me to submit a Pokemon card to PS. Like, we could create new life in the time that it would take to get a PSA card back to us. That's how long it takes. Prismatic Mar, agreed. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of happy I'm out. Yes, we love Shirou. Let's take another look at Shirou. We talked to them about the beginning of it. Let's take a look at what it's doing right now. If there's been any changes in volume, no big changes. Still 1.1 million in volume, $12.5 million market cap. Like I said, I think this has some good legs to it, and we'll see about getting them on VeVe at some point. But daCAT first. daCAT is first priority. And yeah, that'll be it for me today. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Keep looking down on me. I am more than you'll ever be. Cut me deep and I won't breathe. Gotta kick me when I'm down. By all means, put me through hell.